Hi, welcome. My name is Dan. Today we're going to be talking about how to make a document within Google Drive. Now, in our first video, we went over the basic functionality and the basics of what Google Drive is. How to make a file, how to upload a file, how to share a file. Now we're going to actually use the power of Google Docs, which is built into Google Drive, to make a document. And as we talked about in the first video, we're helping Joe create a retreat. And we're going to use the power of Google Drive to be able to make documents and be able to work on them within a team. So let's get started. Now here we are in the basic Google Drive window. And remember, we made a folder called Retreat 2014. Let's get started by making a new document. We'll go into the folder and then back over to our red Create button here. Let's go down and click on Document. Now, if you're familiar with Microsoft Word, this layout will be very familiar to you as well. This is the Google Docs main window, the main editing window, and it's very similar and it works very efficiently. Now, the first thing we need to do is get some text on here, and we're going to practice working with text, modifying it, adding different features to it. So first we need to copy some text. Let's go into our retreat files here. Let's go into our schedule. And let's take this. This is just a Word document that somebody sent us. It's unorganized. It doesn't look too great. We want to get this onto Google Docs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go copy. We'll get it right back in here. Let's make our window full sized. And let's get it right on in here. So we're going to paste it just like this. First of all, the first thing we should do here is create a title for this. So all you have to do is up here is click Rename. Let's call this. Call it Schedule Retreat 2014, just like that. If we go back here, I got a tab open with the Google Doc home screen. You'll see that the new document has been created in our Retreat 2014 folder. So let's just go over some of the basic functionality of how we can modify the text, and let's spruce it up a little bit, make it look nice. So some of the basic features here, we have print, undo, redo. This is a zoom function. Maybe you want the text to be a little bit larger for your viewing. This is fonts, and we'll go into that in just a second. The font size, bold, italics, underline to change the color of the font. This is the alignment, add numbers, bullets, very similar to Microsoft Word. It's got all of those features built in very conveniently. So let's first get started by bolding some text. We'll highlight it and click bold, just like this. Then let's center this here, just like that. Very simple. Now, perhaps we want to add a graphic in here. And just like in Google Drive, like we talked about before, you can drag and drop files right on. So we have our document open. We want to add a header image here. Let's get started by doing that. Let's go to our media folder. And once we have hold of it, we're holding down the mouse. We're going to drag and drop it right into the document. Now it's uploading the image. And there it is. It's been uploaded. Now, another thing we may want to do is maybe there's a lot of margins here and we want to get more text on a page. All you have to do is go to File and then Page Setup, just like this. These are the margins in inches. Again, very similar to Microsoft Word. Let's just change this to 0.5. Just like that. Now, everything is a little bit more organized. Maybe we want to make this image bigger. Each item within the document can be clicked on, and we'll stretch it just to fit the size of our document, just like that. And there we have it. So now we've added an image. You want to change the fonts. It's very simple. We can click right here and then go to fonts. And one really cool feature of Google Drive is there are many, many, many fonts, maybe fonts you don't even have on your computer, built in. This is great if you're trying to make creative documents. Maybe you're going to make a flyer, something for your parish, and you don't have access to a lot of really good fonts. Google Drive has it built in, and anybody that opens your document through Google Drive will have access to the same fonts. So you don't have to worry about compatibility. Sometimes if somebody doesn't have a font on their computer, they won't be able to see what you're making. So let's click on More Fonts here. And we're going to have access to a lot of different fonts to choose from. All you have to do is click on a font like this, and then it will add it to My Fonts, and you'll have access to it. So we just added some neat fonts like this, and we'll go here. And then now the fonts that we've added, they're going to be highlighted just like that. So let's make these Oswald. these headers here. Now, another neat feature we can do is add a horizontal line. Again, these are just formatting things. These are just neat tricks to be able to make things look a little bit easier. So I clicked on Insert and then Horizontal Line, just like that. It's very simple. And I've decided that maybe we want to put these to the left, just like this. Just move those right on over to the left. And there we have the basics of getting a document involved on Google. Again, the best way to find out all the functionality and features of this part of Google Docs is to experiment with them. You know, it's very simple to be able to go through and change things to whatever font or format you may want, just like this. But like I said before, this is very, very helpful if you're trying to make creative graphics, and we'll have a blog post about that on how to make this really work. You have lots of options with fonts. You can do just about anything you may want to on here. But let's go ahead and make this Times New Roman to match up. And see, sometimes when you copy and paste text, it gets a little strange. So you'll just want to fix it just like that. And so now we have the basics of our document. Now, maybe somebody was requesting a PDF copy of this, or you want to print it. Again, very simple. You can click right up here on the print dialog box. It'll open up just like on your computer, like you're going to print something. But one of the best features of Google Docs is that you can actually export these as different file types. So I went to File, Download As, and you can see here, we can actually save this as a Microsoft Word document. So maybe somebody sends you a Microsoft Word document and you may not have Microsoft Word on your computer. You can actually open it, upload it onto your Google Drive, and open it. You can also save as a Microsoft Word. But I would recommend saving as a PDF. It's very universal. It really works well for documents. And you can save as a PDF document right there. Now, let's talk about one other neat thing. Google Docs automatically saves all of your files here. Everything that you do, every modification you make, you don't have to worry about saving it. That's a question we get a lot is, how do I save my document if I make progress? It's automatically going to make those changes for you and allow you to save and not have to worry about it, which is really great. And so that's the basics of getting document text on here and uploading things. Let's talk about maybe making a comment. Okay. And this is great when you're collaborating with other people. So maybe, we're not sure if this art activity here is a good idea. All you have to do is highlight it, and then you're going to right click and then say comment, just like this. We're going to click on comment. It'll pop up with your name. You can make a comment and then click comment. So anyone that this document is shared with, the margin is going to be filled with comments. Now somebody else will log on maybe, and they can reply to your comment, and you can have a conversation actually started based on whatever you do here. So let's try another comment right here. We're going to highlight it. We're going to right click on it. Just like this. Very simple. And you'll be able to see the comments. Very, very helpful when you're working on documents to be able to collaborate with other people. It's a kind of a neat feature. One other neat feature of this is that maybe you don't know the definition. Maybe somebody sends you a technical document or maybe a theological document and you want to know more about the feature in the document. You can actually highlight it, and we're going to right click, and then you can click on the research tab right there. And very conveniently, Google will give you a little sidebar here with anything that you want. It's basically does a Google search, and it lets you find more information right on the side there. It's very nice. That's the research feature. You can also just click define. Again, it will give you a definition based off of the Google Dictionary right there. Maybe you don't know a term, and you can tell other members of your team if they don't know a term. That's another great way to work with that. So now let's share this document here. We're going to click share, just like before. We're going to add a name. Again, Youth Minister Ryan is popping up because it recognizes him. We've shared something with him before. We're going to click on it, and again, we're going to say he can edit. Maybe you're sending to your core team and you don't want them to be able to edit the actual text. You want the text to stay there, but you want to give them the option to be able to comment. Basically, click can comment, and only commenting feature is available. So we'll let him edit it just like this. Now, hit done. He's going to receive a little note in his inbox letting him know that he has a document shared with him so he can make edits to it. We'll click here. Back to our home screen, you'll see that it's been shared very conveniently. And that's the basic feature of sharing the document. Now, We'll give him a second. We'll see maybe Ryan is at his computer and he wants to make a comment based off of what we're doing here. So let's see if we can get a comment to pop up. Okay, so one thing to note is when somebody signs on to view a shared document, you'll see a little picture of them appear right up here next to this chat here. It looks like Ryan has actually signed on. We can see him right here. That means he's actually viewing the document at the same time. When he moves his cursor, you'll see his name pop. You see right here, you can actually see that he's moving around on the document. This is nice to track if changes are being made in the beginning or the end of the document. And see here we have a comment. Ryan just left a comment, and we can actually respond right to his comment here. He left a comment on this. And click reply. Now we can just say this whole issue has been resolved. All we have to do is click resolve and the comment will go away. Very nice. Now we can also do a live chat with Ryan, maybe telling him, hey, don't work on this section yet, it's not done, or hey, what do you think? By clicking chat right here. Just like that. So there's actually there's a feature of being able to do this live chat as we collaborate on a document. So this is a good place to ask questions or to work on any small features if you're not in the same office, to be able to work on these different changes, and just like that. So we can take notice here that Ryan is actually typing on the document, and we can see his edits in real time, just like this. We can see him working on the document, making text and edits, and being able to collaborate. Thanks for watching. This has been Google Docs. If you have any questions, check out our forum under the Google Docs section and ask any questions and be able to get some support in there on that. Thanks.